I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen, amen. I been on the block, my side. Run it in our house for us 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen, amen. I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, tryna see, movie. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep. Amen, amen. Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah, when I rep the set, gotta stay blessed. Yeah, amen, amen. People tryna say I'm only in the me. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Rams coming in at 1-6, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 2-5.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And he motions the wide receiver. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run with Smallwood. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on 3rd down, so there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go now.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being...
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, a run with Smallwood. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And able to find John Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. To throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
looking to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Walters. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on them.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Walters to return it. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They give to Smallwood, and he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Here we go.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Defense showing blitz. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are in for 6.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now a play fake here on first down. Good footwork at the 30. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Here we go. Play 19.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walters. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go!
And off comes to Smallwood. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Wendell Smallwood, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Back now in Los Angeles. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup.
Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielding just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Now let's go.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And a loose football. And the Rams have got it back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On play action, they'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You're able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got Walters. Big catch. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A run with Smallwood. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run again on first down with Smallwood. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it, got right to the quarterback, no chance on that 4th down.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. Blue, landed.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Austin's got it left side. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll look to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Walters. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll look to throw here. And the catch made by Walters. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for L.A., it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.